Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very exciting first impression, not first impression, a review and demo video for you guys on the new Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour palette, but this one is in medium to dark. So I got this recently. I have been using it a few times so that I can kind of see how it is in the long run, like how it wears out through the day, use it with like different products and things like that. As you can tell right now, my face does look kind of funny, like my makeup is not fully done, so I wanted to do my concealer and then use the palette for like setting the under eye and bronzer and things like that. So I got this off the Tam Beauty website for around £8, and as you guys know, I absolutely love the original one, which doesn't really have a shade. This is just called the Ultra Contour palette, and it's definitely well loved, like especially this color right here. This is my favorite like kind of contour color out of the palette. To be honest with you, this was my favorite highlight color, but it broke because I dropped it. As you can tell, like the lids come off as well. This has been well loved. This is why it's in such a state. I do believe, however, that this highlight color that I really like is in the original palette. I just have to double check. So let me show you and compare like the two. Oh my god, please mind, every time I do these comparison videos, like my nails are chipped. I just need to do my nail polish again. Please try not to see them, but I'll try not to show them. Okay, so this is what the medium to dark palette looks like, and it's showing, I feel like it's showing very true to color in the on camera right now, but let me show you this one. The only thing that I find, I'm going to give my thoughts on it, but this is just a comparison of the two together. So yeah. So in the original one, you get 2 setting powders right here, and then you get 2 highlights. Actually no, you get 3 highlights and then 3 contour colors. In the new one, you get like, can you guys see? So yeah, in the new one, you get 3 highlight colors. I would say these are the 2 setting powders, the 2 lighter ones, and then the 3 contour colors. So it's actually the exact same. I'm just so confused with the setting powders. I just really wish that there was like a bit of a lighter one, like of a lighter setting powder. But let me show you guys swatches of them. In terms of formula, it's exactly the same to the original, like super creamy, not creamy, but it feels very creamy and soft, but it's like a powder obviously. So those are all the colors swatched. This is the first row of colours and that's the second row of colours. And I would say with one swipe, I think they're super pigmented, especially for the price. So I'm going to show you how it goes on the skin, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts on the product. So for concealer, I haven't got any concealer on today, so I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. So I wanted to use a lighter concealer. So this concealer is relatively lighter than my skin. So I'm going to blend this out with a little wedge sponge. So the colour that I've been using to set my under eyes is this one right here. So I'm just going to grab this on my brush. So I don't know if you can see, but the concealer is a bit lighter, but this powder actually makes it go like my skin colour. Like, can you guys see, like this is lighter, but now it's just like my skin colour? But it definitely mattifies and kind of removes this, you know, like this wrinkle here like I have. And I feel like this is good for like my really light concealers, just to like bring them back to my real colour. But I feel like it does take away like the brightness of it. So that's what it looks like. I mean, I don't think that's bad at all. Now onto bronzer. I'm going to use this colour right here. This colour doesn't look that dark, but it is, trust me, like you can see now, like it's quite dark. So I'm going to bronze my skin with this one. It just actually adds the right amount of warmth. Now I'm going to use the darkest colour in the palette, right, which is this one right here, and I'm just going to contour this. Can you see, like, it just gives that right amount of darkness. And what I like about it is that it's not too warm, like it's not too orange. So I'm just applying that right there. You could use it around your nose, but I barely do my nose, so I'm not going to do that. Then the next colour I really like to use is this gold highlight right here. I'm going to take this gold highlight and just apply it on this side. I've definitely realised that you need to like use these sparingly, because you can definitely see it when you go out. Like, I can kind of see like the highlight, which I don't know how I feel about that. So definitely something, I've obviously put too much, but if you use it sparingly, it's definitely pretty. Like, I'll show you here, like, that's perfect highlight for me when this is like, it's pretty, but I feel like you can definitely see it. I feel like, I don't know, I don't know how to explain. Like, if I went in natural daylight, you would see a cast, like a cast of powder. I'm going to show you this one, which is my other favourite highlight on the palette, on the other cheek. See, I like this one. It's less gold. That one's nice. I feel like they both suit me though because of my skin colour. I just need to use this. I probably use too much of this one. Anyways, now the last highlight, which is a super bright one right here. The only thing I do use it for is inner corner highlight, because it's just so intense, so I just put it there. Like, look at that, it's like a white highlight. It's just perfect for inner corner. But I wouldn't really use that anywhere else because it's really, really intense, like borderline white. So it's obviously not for my skin colour, but I think it's a nice addition to the palette if you want to make the other highlighters pop a bit. So I'll show you, let me show you how it goes on top. Like, I'm gonna apply it, I just literally dipped it in the white highlight with this brush, and I'm gonna put it on top of this one. Like, if you do want to make it intense, you can definitely do that, but you definitely also have to be careful. But it definitely gives you like more of like a brighter highlight. I'm gonna do the same on the other side, just to show you. So it's definitely something like, if you love that in your face kind of highlight, then that would be good for you. Okay, so I just added some eyeshadow on my lower lashes and some mascara. I will have like a little mini Instagram video on this look right here. It's just super simple. I did it really quick, but make sure to follow me on Instagram if you guys want to check my little mini tutorials. But yeah, look at that highlight though. The only thing that is that you can see it, like, I feel like if I went out, it would look grey. That's the only thing. But I think it's become like that definitely because I put the white highlight on top. But if you use the other colours, so if you use this highlight and this highlight on their own, they're actually really, really nice colours. But once you start to use this one, and if you're darker than me, I feel like I feel like it will leave a grey cast. So let me just talk to you guys about the colours. Let's start with setting powders, like for under eye setting. My favourite one, to be honest, is just this one, which is what I use to set my under eye. I don't use these two. I feel like this is so, like, I just don't know why it's in the palette. I just feel like these two are so similar. I wish they kind of made that one just like a tiny bit lighter and a bit more yellow in colour. I feel like that would have been perfect for this palette. And then this can be just like a setting powder. Like for me, it's like my skin colour, and what I use sometimes I just use it to like set around my mouth, which it works really well. And I guess like if you're super deep in skin tone, these would be perfect for under eye setting, but you could also use that one. So I don't know why. I just feel like there's no need to have these two. Like you could maybe have kept one, use this one, made this one like the lightest highlight, like under eye highlight colour. So that's what I think about the setting powders, but I do love this one just to like set my under eyes. Like it does the job really well, but I have to be careful with what concealer I use because it does kind of make it a bit darker. So if I use like super light concealers that I can't use, it helps with like dimming it down and like making it not so bright or grey. So that's really good. And if you're deeper skin tone, it will be perfect for highlight. I just think it would be perfect. And if you're super deep, like definitely on the deeper skin tone side, you could use one of these to like set your under eyes with. In terms of bronzers, I just love them. Like they're perfect colours. Like this one's perfect for bronzing and this one's perfect for contour. And if you are like a deeper skin tone, you could use this as your bronzer even, or as your contour as well. So I just think they're perfect. And in terms of highlight, I love these two right here, and this is just perfect for inner corner. It is light, but I feel like it's a nice addition to the palette because it's super nice for inner corner highlight. Like I love it for that. So yeah, the only downside to it really is this. I love that they have a gold highlight in there because for many deeper skin tones it looks amazing on them, especially me, but on my skin tone I feel like I have to use a little bit because then it goes on a bit too dark and you see just gold. But if you're like deeper in skin tone, then it will literally look like a nice gold highlight. But yeah, I don't know, I've been holding this the whole time while I'm talking, but yeah. Who would I recommend this for? I'll probably recommend it for people who are my skin tone or darker. Like I wouldn't recommend for anyone that are lighter than me because you wouldn't be able to use a setting powder at all. Like it would literally look orange. It would look orange on you basically. It's just, it would be too dark. But like I said, like if you're lighter than me, get the original one. It would be perfect for many skin tones. And even if you are darker, you can still get this one. I just think that the highlights would be a bit too light, and the contour colours would be okay, but the highlight, the under eye setting powder would be too light for if you're deeper than me in skin tone. And that's why I think the medium dark one is perfect for you guys out there who have like darker skin tone than me, because you've got perfect under eye setting powders and the contour shades are dark enough and the highlight shades are darker enough. So yeah, if you are lighter than me, get the original. I would recommend the new one for if you're my skin tone, or anyone who's darker than me really. I really love the fact that they've catered to people who are darker in skin tone. I think that's super important, like for a brand, especially for drugstore, to cater to people who have a darker complexion. So I'm really happy about that. I was so excited when I saw it come out on their website. I mean, the highlights just look so good. I use a light one just under my brow bone, just a tad bit. See, even that is pretty. See, if you use it sparingly, it actually looks really nice. In terms of longevity, lasts all day long on the skin. Depends really what you're wearing underneath, in my opinion, and what you set it with. So I set it with setting spray. It stayed on all day. The powder is just like the normal one. Like this one right here is so good at setting your concealer in place. It gives minimum creasing with your concealer, so that's why I really love it. And the formula is amazing. Like the colours feel very soft and creamy. Some feel a bit like harder. So in my opinion, like the two hardest ones are these two, but then the other ones feel so much softer. I'm just gonna have to be careful not to break the palette or drop it either. I did drop this one, so that's why it's broken. I would probably rate this palette a 9 out of 10. The only reason being 9 out of 10 is because I feel like there's two exactly same colours in here, which makes no sense to me. Like they look exactly the same. I wish they put like a lighter highlight, like under eye setting powder in there. For people who like are around my skin or a bit darker than me. So that's why I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. But other than that, the price, the colour range, the formula, everything everything's good about it. Like I just love it as much as this. I think that's all I have to say about the palette. I really love it and I'm happy that I have it in my collection. I just really, my favourite part about it is the bronzer colours. Can you see, like, even like, I wish they just had that as a setting powder and maybe a lighter one and then a super deep contour. I think that would have been perfect. I think that would have been perfect. But anyways, that's why I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Other than that, super great. If you're darker than me or you're like my skin tone, definitely try it out. I would definitely recommend it. I hope this video was super helpful for you guys, and if you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up and share it if you did find it helpful. Share it with your friends who are looking to buy something like this. Super convenient, guys. You get such a good, like, you've got like plenty of colours to choose from, and you've got like everything in there, like your setting powder, your contour, your bronzer and your highlight. And I have to mention that it comes with a really good mirror. Thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I will see you next time.